back in.
By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Murray now on first down. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup. First down. A first down carry for Barkley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Getting in there to break that one up, Rocky Sin.
So they looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Round 80! 56, right there, 56. Check. Out. Half. Alert! 50, hey, exit. 56, check, 56. Here we go.
Allen now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I got it. Oh, get him. 57. Mike, 57. Pick it up.
To throw again on second down. Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tahir Whitehead in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. Steven Sims, 94 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Murray now on first down. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Open man is Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Allen now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And that is intercepted by the All-Pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. They go play action here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the All-Pro safety. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Murray. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And a big one loss here as he's taken down. Clelin Ferrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Here's Murray. And he's going to go down again. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. Hey, Haywood. 57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. This pass complete to Higgins. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Steven Sims Jr. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. The point after is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And here we go on 4th down with Murray. And yes, he found Toilolo. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. HG Gator. Here I come.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. There he goes, right side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This one fielded at the 5. And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Vita Vea in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Murray going to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Murray. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise,
under pressure, and he will go down. and sacked back at the 38. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And the Titans are going to recover the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Hey, Charlie. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the Titans are going to recover the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marquise Brown, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And this will get him all the way inside the Tennessee 20. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 59 yards for him on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. McManus's point after is good, and that will get him one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go to Barkley again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Escaping the pressure right. This is the tight end Fant. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hey, echo.
Allen going to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Tahir Whitehead picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Allen now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta. Coming to you, coming to you.
Throwing again. Allen. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. 6 man.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. 56 the mic.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Now Allen again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clelin Ferrell and the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Ready? 52. 52's the mic. Ready?
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, wahoo!
To throw again. Allen going for it all. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Steven Sims, 28 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
49. Jaguars 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Barkley. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Barkley, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Taking it in from the 20, and the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
56.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Open man is Higgins. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Allen now looks to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Jaguars' 14-yard line.
Middle. 57's the mic. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 57.
To the air, Allen. Eluding the pressure. Allen hit. He lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Half 85.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He's going to take a shot for the... And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Titans 56, Jaguars 21.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Bravo!
Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. Flush to his right. He's going deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Tahir Whitehead able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing now is Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And got his man complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dante Pettis, 88 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. McManus's point after is good, and that will get him one closer.
56, Jaguars 35.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. So Allen's going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but now it's third down.
It's now third down and 16.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.